grandson the right thought. So let's talk about this thing. Now, imagine you were in a college course. Professor's up there, and he's giving you notes to take. And one of the notes is that you were going to be hated and betrayed, backstabbed, put out of people's company, and you took these notes down. You said, okay, I'm going to be backstabbed, betrayed, tricked, deceived. Come on, guys, give me some more stuff, elect. Y'all know. What other kind of stuff? Thefts against you, cheated, cheated on. Come on, the list goes on and on. You guys get it. If you took all these notes in the notebook, and then when it came time to take the test, which is when you got betrayed or tricked, it happened to you. And then you flipped all out and got surprised. Oh, by the way, when he gave you the note, after he gave you the list, at the bottom he says, marvel not. In other words, don't be surprised. Don't get thrown off when that happens. Stay the course. Because it will happen. So when it happens, you flip the fuck out. Oh my God, how the hell did I get tricked like this? Why would you do that to me? Why are you guys doing this? Why is this always happening in my life? See? Marveling, having pity, shame, sadness, whatever. The sting, right? Feeling it. Well, you didn't believe the professor. You didn't believe the master. You didn't believe the sergeant when he collected you guys before you went out in the battlefield and said, they're going to be shooting at you, trying to kill you, shooting bombs, planes are going to fly over, dropping shit, helicopters with niggas with guns on the side of the shit, grenades going off, RPG, what they call that shit? RPG or whatever the hell they call that shit. That shit with that little rocket shooting out of that shit. Okay. They're going to be doing all that shit. And then you run out there and you're surprised when the bullets get to flying at you. Why are they fucking shooting at us, man? God damn it. What the hell's going on? Why are they trying to kill us, man? Right? Then you didn't listen to the sergeant who said they're going to do that. So prepare yourself. Get your ammo and shit. Gird yourself up like men before you step out there on the battlefield or life. Y'all not listening to the sergeant. You're not listening to the master. You're not listening to the professor who gave you the notes and told you not to get surprised and marvel. Because if you are, then you're feeling the sting. You shouldn't feel the sting if you're expecting it. If you're expecting it, then you shouldn't feel it. You see? You should actually feel a different type of reaction, which is, that's what the master said was going to happen. So I'm prepared for it because he told me that that was going to come. You see? So when does this thing work? This thing works when you don't believe the master, when you believe the world, when you believe the enemy. You believe the bombs and shit are more powerful than what he told you. Endure unto the end, you shall be saved. So if you just hang on and survive, which you will survive if you just keep my words, that's what he said. Verily, verily, those who keep my words will never see death. So then if you go out there on the battlefield keeping his words when you're out there, then you won't die. And if you endure in his word, then you'll be saved from the battle in the end. You'll prevail. You'll overcome. Because this is war. Now, the reason why I gave you the sergeant telling the soldiers is because he says this is spiritual warfare that you're in. And this is what your enemies will do. They will betray you. They will trick you. They will lie to you. They will put you out of their company. They will do all of that. And when they do that, rejoice when they do it. Now, you guys are crying about nigga betrayed you or tricked you or deceived you or stole some shit from you or whatever the case happened to you as the elect. But did these things not happen to all of the elect? Have you not read the Psalms? My enemies come against me without a cause. So then, what's the difference between what David endured from what you're enduring? They seek after my life without a cause. They're trying to kill me for no reason. That's what he's saying. So what's different from him and you? Was David a king when he was running for his life? Yes, he was already anointed. Was he a king when he was a shepherd out there by himself? Yes, he already was the Lord's anointed. The Lord knew him before he formed him in his mother's womb. Is that not written about Jeremiah? So then if that's the case, then he's written in you what you are, the I amness of who you are. It's you are ignorant of it when you come here. So then they're going to tell you, and then that's the sting that you feel. The lie. It's the lie. Now, you can believe that, or you can put on the breastplate of righteousness. This is how you block the sting. You put on the breastplate of right thinking. So when they shoot a lie at you, because it's a spiritual war, remember, when they shoot a lie at you, you're this. You're dead meat. I am alive. Breastplate of righteousness, right thinking. I'm thinking right. I don't give a damn what you say. I'm alive. So I've been walking in the valley of the shadow of death for a long time. But even though I've been doing that, the grandson has been walking through the valley of the shadow of death for a long time. And since he's been doing that, he's had to remain. I am alive. I am blissfully, I am wonderfully made. I am magnificent. I am healthy. I am wealthy. Whatever words you guys need to say that are going to lift you out of your circumstance that you find yourself in, that they try to put on you. The sting that they try to put on you, in other words. Whatever it may be. You have cancer, you're dying in 6 months. I am healthy 100%. I am 100% healed. But there's nothing that says that you are. I'm telling you that you're sick. I have faith. Do you know what faith is, doctor? No, I don't know what it is. What is it? Faith is the substance of the thing hoped for, the evidence not seen. And it is impossible to please God without faith. So I want to please my God. So I'm going to have faith that I am 100% healthy, regardless of what you say. And I'm going to feel it too. Because if I don't feel it, then it ain't real. If I feel what you're telling me, that I make that real. Why are you trying to murder me? You don't love me? Well, I'm just trying to tell you the truth. How do you know it's true? It hasn't happened yet. Well, I'm just saying, according to these statistics and these facts, Abba Yah doesn't go by the logical mind. His thoughts are higher than man's thoughts. Man is the logical mind. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. My ways are higher than your ways. I'm going to keep playing whack-a-mole with you fuckers. Every time you pop your head up with a lie. This is how you kill this thing. You put on the helmet of salvation. Nigga try to lie to you. Watch this. He try to crack you on the head with a fucking lie to bring you down to death. You're wicked. God doesn't love you. What are you supposed to be, some type of holy roller or something? Who do you think you are? Who do you make yourself out to be? Right? I am saved by grace divine. I told you I was an asshole to the enemy because I rub it in, because there's nothing that they can do to stop the shit. I told you when I was locked up, they put a paper in front of me and said, sign this. It was so that I would waive my rights to a speedy trial. Who the fuck would sign some shit like that? You see? Somebody who don't know themselves. I'm free. Why would I sign some shit saying about 90? I'm free, nigga. So I wrote refused on the paper. You didn't know you could do that? You can. I did. Refused. And then she took it and said, okay. And put it away. And I walked out of there 37 days. I keep saying it. I tell you guys this all the time. For those who haven't heard, that's what happened. So I'm going to ask you, the sting when she said, sign this paper so that you'll waive your rights to a speedy trial, she tried to make me sign that out of fear. Now, I'm telling you guys a secret if you're paying attention. They're only going to use fear to get that sting out of you. But if you're in perfect love, can they get a sting? Nope, because then you don't have any fear if you're in perfect love. Per scripture. You see how everything I'm saying is being backed up with scripts? So I can't stumble, fall, or sway. I am airtight. You see? And when that's the case, then you don't give any heed to the world, because you find out what he said was true. That the world has no power over you. It has no power over you. You are deciding it all. I told you. Yahusha said, I chosen you, and one of you is a damn going to betray me. One of you is wicked as hell. And I chose you so that everything would be fulfilled. Which is what? That you will be hated, you will be ridiculed, you will be betrayed. I have to be betrayed too, guys. So that I will fulfill it. as your master first, so that when you follow after me, then you will know that what I said was true, and you'll love me for such a thing, right? This ain't even hard. It's not even hard. It's just, are you going to be a weakling? Sometimes you have to do this. As a father, sometimes you have to do this with your son. It's not to harm him or to hurt him. You just have to ask him, are you going to be a victim, son? Are you going to continue to be a victim? Or are you going to be a victor? Are you going to rise up to who you are? I know what I made. I know what my son is. Are you going to believe the world of what they've told you? Or are you going to believe what I have told you you are? You see, as a father, there will be times that your son will do things that won't reflect on you. It will be another reflection of someone else. You'll be like, well, where did my son learn that from? The world. And you have to bring him back home and say, son, look, come out of the world. The world wants you to do this and do this and do this, but this is what we do in this house. This is how we rule our home here. And if you do this, it will go well with you because it's pleasing to the Father. You see that? But sometimes his son will go astray. He may listen to a girl. He may listen to his friend. He may listen to a colleague. He may do things because he felt out of fear or peer pressure or force or whatever the case may be. But eventually he's going to come back home. What does the scripture says? Raise up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he shall not depart from it. So we were predestinated. Abba Yah had already instilled in us what we were, and we believed it and lived in it. And then we fell into death, which is this world, like I said on my last video. Ignorance. Who am I? And then we looked up to whoever was there, our mother, our father. Who am I? And then they told us. And then we went to school, and then the teacher told us, you're a good student. You're a good boy. Or you're a bad boy. You're such a bad student. You're never going to be anything. You're never going to amount to anything. See? Now, whether the child believes that or not is depending on whether he knows himself or not. Well, how will he know himself unless he has a teacher to guide him? How will he know the truth unless someone guide him in it? You see? So, when we read the book of Hosea, we see that the Most High says, in the last days, you guys are going to call me Ish, husband. Because he's going to lead you like a husband. He's going to restore you from the inside out like a man does to his bride who was lost in the world. See, a man gets a bride in this world now. He's more than likely in America, you're not getting a virgin. I'm not saying that it's not always the case. I'm just saying you're not going to get a virgin. You're going to get a woman who already has influences in her. See, a woman changes once she opens the veil. Once the veil is broken, which is the hymen or the virginity is broken, she changes, depending on what's put in, especially if he puts his seed in her. So when a man gets her, he has to redeem her to his pure thought, out of the old thoughts that she had from other men. That's why they're called thoughts. Because she's filled with thoughts of other people. So he has to cleanse her and redeem her by putting his thought in her and washing the other thoughts out, by letting her know that they aren't his thoughts. So when she feels a lie of herself, when she says, I'm ugly, he never felt that or thought that about her. So he corrects her thought. You see? With the truth. Baby, I am beautiful. So how are you ugly? You my woman. And I know I'm beautiful. So what that mean about you? And we are one. So what that mean? You can't help but be beautiful. Shit, regardless of what them niggas is telling you, regardless of what your friends have told you, regardless of what Instagram tells you, regardless of what YouTube tells you, regardless of what Oprah told you, regardless of what Ellen DeGeneres said, regardless of what J-Lo said, regardless of what Kim Kardashian said, regardless of what Beyonce said, regardless of what Nicki Minaj said, regardless of Megan Thee Stallion said, regardless of what Cardi B has said, I say you're beautiful. Because I am beautiful. What does the scripture say about Israel? It says Israel was beauty through the Most High's beauty. They reflected his beauty when they were in their perfection as his wife. That's called the kingdom of heaven on earth. When Israel reflects the beauty of their Father on earth, I am. So the elect are his bride, the bride of Christ, the bride of truth. Well, those are going to be the ones who are going to rise up and say, I am beautiful, because that's the truth. You tender-hearted, loving, kind, empathetic souls are precious and are too good for this world. It is written in the scripture. Embrace it. Not with pride, but with humility. Wow, Abba Yah thinks I'm too good for this world? Because he knows what he's created in you. And he knows the stripes that you have taken to come back home again. And so what happens when the prodigal son returns home? Does the father ridicule him of what he did while he was gone? talk shit about him, hang it over his head, make him feel guilty and shame? No, he doesn't. He ran toward his son, threw his arms around him, kissed him, put a ring on his finger, shoes on his feet, a robe on his back, and said, my son whom was lost, who didn't know who he was, forgot his identity, was eating in the swine's pit with the swine, has returned home again. He was lost and now he's found. And that's you. That's me. That's all of us. Do not get attached to this world. It is temporary. Put on, look, let's continue with this armor while I got a few minutes left here. He says, put on the belt of truth. So a nigga try to pull your pants down so you can't move properly. Try to pull your pants around your knees and get you sagging. See? Because you don't got no belt of truth on. But when you have the belt of truth on, your pants stay up. When you need to move and fight, you can move and fight properly on the battlefield now because you are on the battlefield, see? But when you ain't got no belt, you can't keep your sword up, your sword falling down, your jaws falling down, your ass is out, you're looking silly. You're looking dumb. You're not looking like a warrior who's prepared for battle. You see? Put your armor on. Stop being afraid. Step up to the mound, as they say. Take up your mantle now. I am. It is not outside of yourself. That sting that you're feeling and that sting that you will continue to feel will only push you closer to the truth. That's all it's going to do. So why resist it? As it says, the oxen kicks against the goads or the pricks. When you try to, he's stubborn. When you want to make him go somewhere, you poke him in the ass with a prod. And sometimes he'll kick that bitch because he don't want to move. That's how you niggas be sometimes. It's just the truth. He says, come on into the truth, and you go, no, but I'm too scared to be that. I'm too scared to assume that I am that. All right, well then, as a man thinketh, so is he. Do you believe my words or not? My word will not come back to me void. So I say that if a man think and believe something, he is it. Now, what do you say? Well, I say what they tell me and think and believe of me is true of me. Well, then you have made them true and made me a liar. I'm not your God anymore. No, I serve God. I go to church every Sunday. I give to the poor. I do this. I sing songs. I don't know you. What's your name? John Smith. Well, that ain't my name. And I wrote in my scriptures that I deal with the people that I call after my name. So when they ask you your name, I am. Don't you do it? I am. Don't you do it? That means you there. That means you alive. You see? So if you're not doing that inside of here, then God who hears in secret ain't hearing a damn thing. So how can he reward you openly? Y'all don't know the scriptures? It says, he who hears in secret will reward thee openly. Go into your closet and pray to him in secret. Well, where is that? Close your eyes. Ain't that what y'all do when you pray? Go into your secret place, which is within yourself, and assume that I am something. Decide. Just decide what it is. Don't let this world stop you from deciding what the hell you are, what Abba has put in you to be. Assume that you are that thing inside of your mind today. Fuck the sting. Fuck their opinions. Fuck these people that think that they can tell you who you are when they don't know themselves. Just look, that's like arguing with, that's like a cheetah and a leopard arguing and shit about their spots, nigga. Y'all ain't even the same thing. Yeah, we're both cats, and his spots are a little different than mine and shit, so I don't like him. They're not doing that. The jaguar, the leopard, the cheetah, all that shit, they just be who the hell they are. They just do them. You see? And it's about time that you just do you. Now, what kind of sword you got in your hand today when you need to go offense? Isn't a sword for offense? Now, did Abba give you a sword? Now, how come y'all don't go offense? I know. You're like the big brother talking to you right now. The big brother of faith talking to you right now. That's causing you to really check your shit. You see? Because look, I'm about my shit. So when you talk to me, you're going to feel it. You're going to know it. You're going to say, man, that's a motherfucking laser, boy. Yep. Abba made it so. He made it such. I am that way. I'm a perfectionist. I admit so. Now, I'm not a perfectionist to the point where I will down myself if I don't get it perfect. But if I have an opportunity to make it as good as possible, I will do it. If I have the resources and means to do something, and I set my mind to do it, I will do it as best as I possibly can get it done. And I do that with the faith as well. You see? Search to the limit of truth. Go as far as can be gone for the truth, if it be necessary. As far as Abba says go, willing to do it. Even though it be hard sometimes I've shed tears about it. But you have to be willing to go all the way for this. You got to be willing to go hard, y'all. Not complaining and crying, and every time somebody wants to say something about you and you want to fall in for it and believe it. Because of what? I be seeing this motherfucker Chief Handler commenting on my videos and shit. Big up to you, Big Heart, for standing your ground. Calling it, what you say? You call it a troll or some shit. But that's true. It was a troll. Trying to troll this person, Big Heart, who was commenting on my video, talking about, yeah, how do you like poverty? This nigga always uses that line. So let me guess, Chief Handler. If a person doesn't have a lot of money, then they are what? Because I know you're watching this video. You watch every fucking video. If they don't have a lot of money, they are what? Because the Most High says you can't serve two gods. You can't serve mammon and God. Love of money is the root of all evil. So if you keep constantly bringing up money to the elect, do you honestly think that it's going to change or make us feel some type of way different or whatever the case may be? Nope. He's only doing that for the weak. The ones who will respond to his bullshit. The ones who still don't know who they are. Oh wait, he says I'm poor, so I guess I'm not anything. Fuck that. I am what I am, and my kingdom is not of this world. If it were, I have 10,000 brothers next to me right now. I wouldn't be standing here alone. If y'all love Yahusha, why y'all don't love me? Your brother. How do you love him and don't love me? When I'm fighting for the thing you say you believe in. When I'm fighting for the God you say you serve. Why do you hate me then? Because you don't know yourself. You don't believe yourself. So you hate the authority that you see come out of the elect vessel. You hate the power that you see because you want that. Well, step into it. Don't hate on me for saying I am. You say I am. I'm sharing this. That's what's so stupid about people that hate on it. Y'all are so silly when y'all want to hate on this truth. Because not only setting me free, it's setting your ass free. Unless you resist it. But I ain't got no more time, y'all. So that's all for now. Don't worry about their drama and their bullshit. Silawam Yisrael.